Kemi, I want to follow you, Ayo said, his hand clenching to his mother's arm. His younger sister Kemi stood next to him, her big eyes welling up in tears. Please, mommy, don't leave us with Amara. They were in the kitchen, far from the ears of their maid, Amara, who was busy cleaning the living room. Miss Adeola stopped packing her bags and looked down at her children surprised. What is wrong with you two? She asked, kneeling to their level. Amara is taking good care of you, isn't she? Kemi shook her head vigorously. No, mommy, she's not nice. When you're gone, she hurt us. Ayo nodded, his eyes darting towards the door, making sure Amara wasn't listening. She make us do all the chores and she shout at us if we do not finish them fast enough. Please, mommy, don't leave us with her. Miss Adeola smiled, brushing off their fears as mere childish imagination. You two have been watching too many films, she said, hugging them both. Amara is like a family. She won't hurt a fly. Now, behave yourself while I am at work, alright? Kemi bit her lip, casting her eyes downward, and Ayo remained silent. They had tried, but it seemed their mother wasn't going to believe them. The next morning, after their mother left for the business trip, the children woke up to the familiar sound of Amara's sharp voice echoing through the house. Get up, get up, get up. It's already past 7. Do you want to be late for school? Kemi and Ayo rushed out of the bedroom, quickly changing into their uniforms. As they headed to the dining table, they noticed there was no breakfast waiting for them, just an empty plate and a glass of water. Kemi frowned. Auntie Amara, where is breakfast? Amara sneered. Breakfast? You expect me to cook for you after you left your room messy last night? If you want to eat, clean up your room before I take you to school. But we will be late, Ayo protested. That is not my problem. Amara snapped, crossing her fingers. You know the rules. Fearing her words, the children quickly hurried back upstairs to clean their rooms, their stomach growling. By the time they returned, it was almost time for school, and Amara stood by the door, tapping her foot impatiently. Now run along, she said, pushing them out, and don't tell anyone about this or you will regret it. At school, Ayo and Kemi could barely focus on their lessons. During recesses, Kemi sat alone in the playground, picking at her sandwich, while Ayo stared out of the window of his classroom. His teacher, Mr. Ade, noticed the distracted look on his face. Ayo, is everything alright? He asked patiently. Ayo heart raced. Could he tell Mr. Ade the truth? What if Amara found out? But before he could speak, the bell rang, signaling the end of recesses. Ayo quickly gathered his things and hurried out of the classroom, avoiding Mr. Ade's concerned gaze. After school, the children dreaded returning home. The moment they stepped inside, Amara was already waiting with a long list of chores. You, Ayo, scrub the floor, and Kemi, wash the dishes. I don't want to hear a single complaint. But we are tired, Kemi said softly. We just came back from school. Amara's eyes flashed with anger, and she grabbed Kemi by the hand. Tired are you? Then maybe you should go without dinner tonight. Let's see how tired you will be then. Ayo jumped to his sister's defense, pulling her away from Amara. Leave her alone. We will do the chores. Just don't touch her. Amara laughed, a cold, bitter sound. You think you can protect her, Ayo? You are nothing but a spoilt brat. The rest of the evening was spent in misery. Amara watched over them like a hawk, criticizing every small mistake. Kemi cried as she washed the dishes, her small hands trembling with fear, while Ayo scrubbed the floor until his knees hurt. The next morning at school, Kemi finally broke down. During a fee period, she sat with her friend Tola and whispered, Amara is hurting us. Tola looked at her eyes wide open. What do you mean? She makes us do all the chores at home. She doesn't even give us food and she shouts at us all the time. She's so mean when mommy isn't there. Tola gasped. You should tell someone. Tell your teacher or your mom. Kemi wiped her tears. We tried telling mommy, but she doesn't believe us. What if Amara find out we told someone? She might hurt us more. Tola was quiet for a moment, then said, You should tell your teacher. Maybe they can help. Kemi nodded, but deep inside, fear held her back. That evening, things escalated. Amara was in a particularly foul mood, and the children bore the brunt of it. After making them do all the chores, she ordered Ayo to wash the bathroom. I don't want to hear a single complaint, Amara warned, standing over him as he scrubbed the towels. Mommy doesn't make us do all this, Ayo mumbled under his breath. Amara's face darkened as she grabbed him by the collar. "What did you say?" "I said, Mommy, don't make us do all this," Ayo shouted, his anger finally boiling over. Amara slapped him hard across the face, sending him stumbling back. Kemi screamed, rushing to her brother's side. "Stop! You are hurting him." "You are both worthless," Amara sneered, her face twisted with rage. "Your mother spoiled you rotten, but I will teach you some respect." Ayo held the sister, shielding her away from Amara's words. "Leave us alone," Ayo shouted. "We are telling Mommy everything." Amara froze, realizing she had gone too far. For the first time, fear flickered in her eyes. She knew if Miss Adeola found out, her days in the house were numbered. The next day, while the children are at school, Miss Adeola received an unexpected phone call. It was Mr. Ade, Ayo's teacher. "Miss Adeola, I think something might be wrong at home. Ayo and Kemi have been acting strangely lately. They seem withdrawn, and Ayo has bruises on his cheek that he refused to talk about." Alarmed, Miss Adeola decided to leave work early and come home unannounced. When she arrived, she quietly entered the house, hoping to catch a glimpse of what was really going on. As soon as she stepped inside, she heard Amara's angry voice booming from the kitchen. "You think you can just sit around all day while your mother works? Get up and finish cleaning, you lazy brats." Miss Adeola's heart pounded in her chest. She peeped around the corner and saw Amara towering over Ayo and Kemi, her face twisted with cruelty. "Amara!" Miss Adeola's voice echoed through the house. Amara swung around, her face going pale. Madam, I didn't know you were back." Miss Adeola's eyes burned with fury. "I've had enough. Pack your things and get out of my house now." Amara stammered, trying to come up with an excuse, but Miss Adeola was done listening. She called security and watched as Amara was escorted out, never to return. From that day forward, Miss Adeola promised herself she would never dismiss her children's concern again. Ayo and Kemi had been through so much, and she vowed to protect them at all costs. The moral lesson of this story is that you should always listen to the voices of those who may not have the strength to speak up. Ignoring a child's cry for help can lead to unnecessary suffering. Trust must be built on care, not convenience, and it is important to trust your instinct when something doesn't feel right. Hi besties, thank you so much for watching this amazing folktale story. I hope you all enjoyed it and I hope you all learned something from this story. Please don't forget to leave a comment to tell me what you think about this story down below. And also, if you've not subscribed to my channel, come on, what are you waiting for? Please kindly hit the subscribe button and also press the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post amazing content like this one. And also, don't forget to like this video and share with your friends and your loved ones. Till then, stay blessed and stay calm, and I will see you in another of my video. Bye bye.